good people of the internet. Welcome back to more Phoenix Wright. Oh, pardon me, I had a burp.
Wow.
Yeah. Sorry, I haven't uploaded in a couple days. We've just been a bit busy. We all got new jobs recently. Sorry, there's hairs on the microphone. That's probably gonna be picked up.
Cat.
Well, no. Well, okay, yeah, it's cat hair, but I'm
Wow. Really?
Yes, I'm the one scratching the microphone right now, if you're wondering. I probably should have done that before we started. Whatever. Listen, it's fine.
Anyway.
The reason I haven't uploaded in the last 2 days is because we've been busy.
Yeah, this week was a long week, so I didn't get off until, like, Thursday morning.
And I just got a new job. Well, I mean, I haven't started yet, but I went to the job interviews, and I'm hired.
Yep. You saw, what was it, the 14th?
14th. We don't really need to say the date, because it's probably not going to be... Well, then again, I don't have anything else to upload, so it'll probably be uploaded, like, tomorrow. But, whatever. Anyway, I just want to point out that with these options, it's covering Gumshoe's nose perfectly, so it looks like he doesn't have a nose right now.
It looks really sad too. Just like half of his face is just drooping, just like.
Yeah.
This isn't really a proper investigation. I'm kind of working on it by myself.
Oh, that's right.
The judge already wrote on the case, and all the evidence is in already. Oh, the problem with Maggie's testimony.
Yeah, doesn't sound very good for us, huh?
Look, pal, I've got a mountain of papers on this case to look over before tomorrow. So, I'm just gonna say this. Maggie Bird's no liar. She's... Okay, so she's a bit out there, and a bit off base sometimes. But, she was a good cop.
That's not exactly a complimentary, you know. So what do you think really happened? And just how contradictory is her statement, or her testimony? The biggest
problem with Maggie's testimony is the number of people at the table.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Maggie still insists. Whew. No, she doesn't insist. Please, no. She insists. That there was another guy sitting with the victim.
Right. But get this. Everyone else in the place says the guy was alone. Even the chef. And then there's that CD.
CD? Oh, yeah, she did mention something about a CD. Fuck, that's me. Sorry.
Dude,
what's this? There's a blister in my nose, okay? And it hurts.
I'm sorry?
There's a sample CD on the table, sir.
But our guys turned that place upside down. There was no CD.
What?
Not on the table. Not anywhere in the whole restaurant, pal.
But didn't Maggie say the victim was wearing an earpiece too?
It's a scouter, clearly. Gosh.
It's over 9? It's just 9. We're humans. We're not Saiyans. Why would it be 9,000? A farmer only had a power level of 10. We're not farmers. So it's just 9.
It's over 9.
Oh, that's true. I guess it would be
9.5.
Yeah, 9.5.
Yeah, but that was for the portable radio in the front pocket of his hoodie. Wait, what? A portable radio? What? What kind of... Since when do you have a scouter from fucking DBZ? Like, straight up just a fucking DBZ scouter that connects to a portable radio? It is also an earpiece? It doesn't even look like it's connected to his ear. It looks like he's just sitting there like a monocle.
Also, I just want to point out, a portable radio... in this year, like...
Well, I remember this is back in 2006 to 8-ish, right? So
supposedly, according to Ethan Gonzalez, he says that these games are actually supposed to take place in the quote-unquote future of this world or whatever. I don't know the validity of this. I'm just reading what he's saying in the comments. But supposedly, when the game was made in like 2004 or whatever, it was supposed to take place in 2018 or something.
Are you shitting me?
That's what he says, at least. I don't...
I mean, well, the thing is... wow.
Yeah.
A scouter that connects to a portable radio, which, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, like, portable radios are a thing and have been for a while.
And just no one really uses them anymore.
Right, especially, well, if he's got a CD player, or a CD, it would make more sense for him to be carrying, like, a CD player or something. You know, or a radio with a CD player like attachment.
Yeah. A radio? You didn't have a CD player?
You got it. Your phone never explained that contradiction at all.
Come to think of it, the owner of Tribulations didn't mention that CD either. I don't know why, but I get the feeling Mr. Armstrong's got something to hide.
Is he something MC Bomber? Or is that the guy that was poisoned?
I imagine it's probably the guy who got poisoned.
Oh. Is this thing real, pal?
Why does everyone keep asking me that?
I wonder what this phone of yours is like.
He had Maggie found guilty of murder. Doesn't that tell you? Gotta track this creep down.
I wasn't at the trial myself, but I asked this boy detective and know how your defense was.
And what did he say?
He started off by saying, I'm at a complete loss for words. But he must have found some quick because he went on about how bad you were for an hour.
But
he said you sucked so much, it seemed like you were trying to get Maggie found guilty.
it looked like I was trying to get Maggie found guilty. Well, that's probably because my person was. Because obviously he's the guy who poisoned the other guy.
Right?
I mean, the silhouettes don't really leave much to the imagination.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but that spiky hair, like...
Yeah, and it's honestly just like the last case, where we can clearly see it's Luke Atney, the shadow, right?
Right.
It's like, you couldn't let us figure that out for ourselves? You had to give it away like that?
Ah! It's Luke Atney! You couldn't tell by the nose and the thing coming off the monocle? Like,
right,
come on, like...
yeah, it's like...
Also, who else has that hairstyle? Or that pose, in
Yeah.
general? Like, nobody else stands like that.
Right.
Every single other person, you know, they're kind of like... Everyone has a very specific pose, hairstyle, and face to recognize.
Mhm.
You know, like, yeah, Edgeworth and
Which is actually
Gumshoe...
pretty good character design.
It
If you
would
can
not-
recognize them from a silhouette, you know?
Right, yeah, actually. I saw a thing on Twitter about that, actually. Like, you know, it's good character design when you can basically recognize it from the silhouette.
Yeah, exactly.
And, you know, Gumshoe and Edgeworth both stand like this when they're talking to you, but you can tell who's who based upon, like, the framing of the hair and everything.
Yeah. Anyway.
What's that? The sports paper?
Yeah, I found out the magazine rack in Tribulations.
It's dated the same day as the murder. You may be onto something here, bro.
And take a look at this. See this writing here?
MC Bomber. Hey!
What is it?
I've heard that name somewhere before. Yeah, MC Bomber.
Wow, he actually seems to be thinking for once.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, it's no good. I can't remember.
So much for that. And he goes back to being the Gumshoe we all know and love.
Hey, pal. I'm gonna borrow this paper for a bit, okay? I'm gonna get a handwriting analysis done on the scribble.
Handwriting, huh? It'd be good to know more about that in any case.
Thanks, pal. I bet this will turn out to be an interesting clue.
Okay, well, I didn't know that would happen, but sure.
Neat.
What do you make of this?
Sorry, pal. All I can think about is Maggie at the moment. No, I don't mean like that. I meant...
You don't have to explain, really. Alright.
Hey, so how come she's not with you today?
She's working down at the restaurant right now.
Working, huh? Yeah, it's tough being broke. I would know.
Okay.
Next time I see her, I'll show her how to make the world's best instant noodles. We learners have to stick together. It's the only way.
Why is he shaking my hand with such enthusiasm? I also kind of forgot that Mom Maggie got dragged into getting a job.
You mean Maya?
Yes, Maya. I meant not Maya. Gosh darn it, all these M names. Maggie, Maya. Those are the only two, but you get my point.
Mia.
Mia, Misty, Morgan, Markiplier.
Eeny Meeny? Me Miney, I think was...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how you just didn't even think twice when I said Markiplier.
Honestly, at this point, I would not be surprised if in one of the later games we actually run into him and is like...
Jeez.
The victim we gotta defend or something. Do you know how cool that would be, though?
It would, actually. It's kind of like how these fucking Lego games... I'm playing Lego games off of my own iPad. And they have, like, these random celebrities in them.
So, I mean, some of them make sense. Like, for Marvel superheroes, you know, you got Stan
No,
Lee.
it was Lego Batman 3.
Well, I mean, but Marvel superheroes, you have like a Stan Lee rescue, right?
I mean, obviously, Stan Lee, it makes sense because he's Marvel.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, like the creator. I mean, not necessarily but one of the major players of the Marvel like comic series.
Right. And for Lego Batman 3, they replaced Stan Lee with because obviously Stan Lee's Marvel.
Right.
They replaced him with Adam West.
Which again makes sense. Really good callback to previous iterations of the show and the series.
Yeah.
Just neat as a thing, and also Adam West is still kicking. So
right.
Not?
But then you also had like Kevin Smith or something, and I forget who the other guy was, but that was some other celebrity. And then there's like fucking Conan O'Brien.
Yeah, apparently Conan is now just canon to the DC Lego universe.
Yeah, and then
and I'm just shocked. He's just there. He's not even doing anything. He's just there hanging out in the Batcave.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's everywhere you go, honestly. Well,
is he?
in the hub, at least. He's like the tour guide for some reason.
Oh, okay. And then, wait, wasn't the one you're playing right now?
The Lego Jurassic World, yes, Jimmy Fallon, isn't it?
Yeah, fucking Jimmy Fallon!
Yeah.
This is like, what?
Yes, exactly.
I mean, I think he liked the movie, but I didn't realize that he would be canon to its universe.
Right.
Like, that's just a strange cameo. I mean, neat, but what the fuck?
So I told you I'm rewatching Static Shock, right?
Uh-huh.
And there have been a few crossover episodes with Batman, which makes sense because it's canon to the Batman animated series / Justice League universe.
Well, right, because they actually ended his particular storyline in Justice League.
Yeah.
Later on, so.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, that makes sense for him to cross over with Batman a few times.
Mm.
One crossover I was not expecting though was there's an episode with Shaquille O'Neal. And I'm like, okay, I guess Shaquille O'Neal's just canon to the Justice League universe.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got all the classics. You got Batman and Wonder Woman and Flash and Superman and Shaquille O'Neal.
Right.
Like, what?
I mean, he wasn't like a superhero or anything. He was just, still just.
Oh, I was really kind of hoping he's like Shaq Fu was his superhero name, and he fucking beats the crap out of some guy.
No, that would be pretty cool. But no, he was still just like a basketball player. But still, it's like I guess he exists in the universe.
I mean, cool. It's just kind of weird to see like celebrity names pop up in some of the most unexpected places.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like I know like Gotham was supposed to exist somewhere in or around like the New York area because it's very reminiscent of the style of architecture and everything.
Yeah.
But also, it technically doesn't exist.
Right. It doesn't.
Because
it's not a real city.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a completely fictional thing, just like Metro City and Star City.
Yeah, like Metropolis.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like, huh, weird.
I like how DC creates new cities like Metropolis and Gotham and whatnot, and you got Marvel and Spider-Man just like in New York,
Brooklyn.
Like actually.
Well, actually, it depends on which one you're working with, because you got one from Brooklyn, and then you got I think Peter Parker is actually from Queens.
Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
Well, I mean, what I meant like Miles Morales.
Yeah.
He's from Brooklyn, I'm pretty sure. Like in the. No, he's from the Bronx area because Peter Parker is from
Queens.
Is he from Queens?
I think so. I think they said that in the in this MCU at least.
Okay. And then you've also got like on the DC side of things, you've got like Green Arrow, who's also like protector of the Queens area. It's like, huh.
Yeah. Also, so the city that Static Shock lives in, by the way, is called Dakota.
Yeah,
because when they were saying Dakota, I'm like, are they talking about like North or South Dakota? But no, it's just the city.
The city is just named Dakota.
Yeah.
And I just kind of imagine that it's like some sort of like high rise, city that just exists like.
It's actually
on
not
the border.
high rise. It's more suburban. Yeah.
I thought it was like
Nah.
Like
Gotham.
Downtown end, I guess.
Nah. Gotham and like Metropolis would be considered that kind of city, but Dakota's more suburban.
Huh. Either way, I imagine that this is just a town or a city or whatever you want to call it that just exists on the border between both Dakotas.
Well, would you call it suburban?
I mean, the reason why I said high rise is because it looks like it has a lot of tall apartment complexes and that sort of thing.
Well, they're not like super tall. There are a lot of apartments.
I guess it wouldn't be like high rise, maybe, but it definitely more of a
It's like a
urban,
down
urban, I guess, because suburban is like just outside the city limits and that sort of thing.
Right.
Urban means that it's in the city.
I
if
guess.
I remember correctly.
I guess it's kind of urban, but it doesn't have like the super tall buildings or anything, you know.
Well, it doesn't have to have high-rise buildings to be an urban, location.
All right, I guess it's. I would say it's semi-urban. Like, I don't know. When I think of suburbs, I think of like the cookie cutter houses and whatnot. And I was thinking about it.
And that's sort of true, but also a lot of places, both urban and suburban, use cookie cutter houses just because it saves on development costs.
Yeah, I know. But I don't know. There's like a certain kind of aesthetic you think of when you think of suburban sometimes. Like Phineas and Ferb, for example, they definitely live in the suburbs.
Yeah, the typical, what was it, like picket fences, One American Dream, that sort of thing.
Right.
Whereas with the more urban environments, you're expecting a lot more like, in a weird kind of sense, I would say like claustrophobic sort of feel, because you got like buildings like around you on like all sides.
All right, so I'll actually I'll change my statement. I'll say that Dakota actually is more urban.
Even so, with it being an urban environment, also means typically there's a lot of development and whatnot, and so I don't know, for some reason I confuse urban development with like high rise, and I know those are two completely different separate concepts, but tall buildings, huh? yeah. Anyway,
we should get back to the game.
Probably. Anyway, hey, she cross-examined me once, you know?
What? Mia did?
Didn't she cross-examine him in
the case where
we were defending Phoenix?
I think maybe.
Jeez. Yeah, that was us. The big guns locking horns. Witness versus lawyer. It was a battle of cunning tactics and tricks.
But the witness isn't supposed to plan any tricks.
I can't believe she's gone. Jeez.
Yeah.
That's the guy who's going to be the prosecutor in Maggie's retrial tomorrow.
Oh, really?
We're just working on a bunch of more important cases at the moment. But it cancel them all just so he can take you on, pal.
Why is that guy so determined to see me fail?
Something. You sure attract a lot of attention. Too bad all the wrong kind.
Baby! What are you doing? I need to get this plate out of here. She's starting to like lick at the sauce remains of the pizza.
Well, let's get to the
episode
first.
Episode at least.
Also, I feel like we're really bad about doing this. We just spend like 10 minutes just talking about shit completely unrelated to anything. It just sits here on the screen.
I know, we do it a lot. It wouldn't be so bad if this weren't a visual novel type game.
Right,
like if we were just like playing something, we could like be playing it in the background. But because it is a visual novel, we need to read.
And that's what I keep saying, is that we need to like have these conversations with a more action-y kind of game.
It'll be better once we start Halo.
Yeah, is that the next series we're going to work on?
I think so.
And do you want to do all of those in order, or are you okay with like doing like the first one and then we move to something else? Because I know you want to do the entire Master Chief Collection, but
yeah.
that every single Halo game is incredibly long.
We could do...
Well, I shouldn't say incredibly long, but each one of them definitely...
We can do some Nancy Drews in between, because, listen...
Oh yeah, we haven't done Nancy Drew in fucking forever.
I know, I know I said, like, we're gonna do every Nancy Drew, and I still plan to.
We are.
It just shit happened.
Yeah, and this is why I keep saying we should record more than one, like, series at a time.
But technically we are right now. It hasn't released yet, but you and Dylan are doing Outer Worlds.
Yeah, but that's me and Dylan. That doesn't really have anything to do with you, because you're just kind of there to annoy me.
Tour guide.
Bullshit! You're not giving us a tour of anything. You're just there to laugh at us when we're like and go about everything.
Because I want you guys to figure it out on your own mostly, but I'll drop subtle hints every now and again. It's figuring it out is the fun of the game.
Yes, but also I don't want to do things like out of order.
Yeah, well, there is no technical.
I know there's not technically an order with the Outer Wilds, but I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything too.
Yeah, well,
I don't want to like go through and like miss a bunch of like clues that even though I already solved the next puzzle. Like,
I'll tell you when you miss stuff. Matter of fact, I already told you missed something on Timber Hearth, but you guys were like, we want to explore the planets. So.
Yeah. I was really determined to get inside that volcano.
Yeah,
and I did. Goddammit.
Yeah.
Also, fuck you, Craig, for laughing at me. I didn't see anyone else to fucking land, and I'm sorry, but I'm not super great at controlling the ship in such a tight space.
Well, anyway.
So, Anyway, you guys will see the episode, and Craig's there laughing at me, like snickering at me the whole time I'm trying to land.
Right.
But yeah. Anyway, future date. Keep an eye out for it. It's a fun time.
It is.
Anyway, I already read that line.
Yeah, you did? Okay.
I'm such a loser. I had high hopes for Maggie. I was gonna make her the best detective there ever was. But then all of a sudden she was charged with murder and arrested. I never saw it coming. I never imagined they'd find her guilty. I hate myself for not being able to do anything.
Damn, I didn't realize how low Gumshoe's self-esteem was.
Well, I mean, to his credit, he was mentoring her and whatnot, and he put a lot of, like, time and effort into, you know, making her a good cop.
Only for it to unfortunate circumstances to happen.
Yeah. And he was, from my understanding, powerless to do anything about it. Yeah. I will say, I do appreciate the fact that the Phoenix Wright, like, series seems to have cops that
are decent. Right?
They're not desensitized to everything, clearly, because, I mean, they show emotions, they have feelings, they're people.
Yeah.
But also, they do actually try to help people, you know? They're not just, like...
Not just doing the fucking quotas or whatever.
Right. They're not just out here, you know, like, arresting people because they're going to boost numbers for the, you know, the local prison or whatever. They're not out here just randomly accusing people and planting drugs and all kind of this. You know, this is actually a, like, good precinct of cops.
Right.
That actually do their fucking jobs, and they try to do what they can to escalate the situations, but when it comes to investigations, well...
If only cops in real life.
Right?
Well, anyway. It's okay, Detective Gumshoe. We still have a chance to make this right.
You know what? You're not such a bad guy after all, pal.
I thought we were friends. Why is everyone being all mean to each other?
I think he's just...
We were so mean to him in the last few episodes.
Yeah, for real, Phoenix, like, damn!
And then, like, he's like, you're not so bad after all. Like, were we bad to be... Well, I guess, actually, we were bad to begin with, because we were being mean.
Well, like, I mean, I guess, but that...
Like, I thought we were all friends. Weren't we all friends? Don't we go,
yes,
like...
we are all friends. But the thing is, like... Phoenix, I don't know what his fucking issue is, but he's been, like, really angry about everybody.
It's true.
For no reason. It's like he just, out of nowhere, just got fed up and was like, fuck it, how you want now. I work with you, but...
He's like the master of sass. For no reason.
Yeah, honestly. Like, completely undeserving of any of it, and he's just sassing the shit out of Maya and Gumshoe and fucking Larry. Okay, I take that back. Larry completely deserves it.
Yeah,
holy shit. But with fucking everybody.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, I understand that this guy, like, is duping people as, like, pretending to be you, this Zen Eof guy or whatever, but, like, dude, don't take it out on all your friends. Like, come on.
Right.
Like, talk to them. They're the ones who are there to support you.
I think Phoenix might need a bit of therapy to let out his, like, maybe he'll be less aggressive.
I think he just honestly needs Slam Knight to come up again soon.
Yeah. They're like, wait, what? Oh, okay, good. Poetry Slam Knight, gotcha.
What'd you think I meant by Slam Knight?
I don't know. There could have been a few different possibilities. It could be like pro wrestling, like Slam Knight, or it could be like, you know, intimate Slam Knight.
I don't think there's really much intimacy going on if it's Slam Knight. I think it's just him and Maya get home and he's like, you know what, fuck it, it's Slam Knight. I got it.
Oh jeez.
Or something.
You think he would do that with Maya?
If she was willing, yeah.
I don't know. I don't really see their relationship like that.
They're both, like, adults.
I guess so, yeah.
I don't know, I could see it happening. I don't really put much, like, stock in it, I guess, because...
yeah, I don't know.
I just figure everyone on this while Phoenix is like, yeah, I kind of need to get my dick wet or whatever.
Jeez,
and he goes and like, hey, Maya, you want to fuck? And she's like, sure. And that's that. I don't think it's anything beyond that.
Alright. I mean, sure.
What? What? Would you rather hear like, hey, Edgeworth?
Oh, jeez. I don't know, man. I guess I don't know. I guess you allosexuals are just weird to me sometimes. I don't get it.
Even you, as an ace person, could be like, yeah, I get horny sometimes.
I mean,
so
yeah.
Don't even lie.
But I like.
But what?
I see Phoenix and Maya being like close, but like not like that. Like that would be like us doing something. You know what I mean?
I guess.
Because like we're close, we're buds and whatnot, but we don't really have that kind of relationship, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of assumed that with them being as close to the and the fact that she lives with him, that to some extent there's probably some intimacy involved.
Well,
especially considering she seems to have a thing for him, he kind of maybe has a thing for her. So I just figured it is what it is.
I don't really know if they do have things for each other. I think Pearl's just projecting that.
Maybe. I don't know.
Eh.
Regardless.
We have gotten off topic so many times in this episode.
I think it's getting worse, honestly.
It really is. Like, that's like our, third, fourth time it's happened in this episode alone?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We're still talking to Gumshoe.
Have
Holy
you-
shit. Anyway.
Have you gone to see Maggie?
Of course I have. But I wasn't much good at consoling her. I'm not very good with words.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess I must have looked a bit down. Maggie was really supportive of me. It was great to have someone to talk to.
Did he go for her or for himself? Go for her or for himself. There we go. Sorry, I worded that weirdly.
The chef of Tribulations, huh? You know what that chef said to me? Oh la la, your body is full of la toxins. And then he gave me this bottle.
What's in it?
I don't know. The label says juniper. I'm on orders to feed a few drops of it in my bath every day.
Under orders?
Yeah, you know, there's something about that lady. I mean, guy.
Huh? You can't stop thinking about him?
Not like that, pal. Give me a break. He's not my type. I mean, I can't stop thinking that he's involved with this case somehow.
Sounds like he knows a little something more about our charming chef. This is kind of weird how he referred to her as a lady briefly.
I mean, I'm all supportive of, like, trans chef, but
Oh,
like,
I mean, absolutely. It just...
which is it? Genuinely, it's up in the air right now because I don't know.
I think,
Because the chef themselves hasn't actually said one way or the other. Everyone's just kind of flip-flopping back and forth.
I think this...
They did say, you know, women like us, but also...
He did say that. However, I think that this game came out at a time where that wasn't as...
political, or whatever they call it.
Well, not political. It wasn't as accepted, you know? This was like, what, 2004?
It's something like that.
I don't think... I mean...
In the early 2000s.
I mean, obviously there were trans people back then, because there's, you know...
There have been trans people since fucking forever.
Exactly, but it was less prominent, I guess? Well, that's probably not the right word.
I don't know if it's it was less prominent. It wasn't talked about as
Yeah.
much. It wasn't accepted as, like, just being a thing by most of society. And
Right.
Unfortunately, even today, it still in a lot of ways isn't.
But
There's a lot of stigmatization among the LGBTQ community.
I know. Yeah. But anyway, my point being is, considering when this game came out, they probably didn't include a trans character.
So you think that it's a guy that just is very effeminate?
Yeah, probably.
Do you think that's that's intentional, like it's a stereotype or some sort of weird like joke thing? Or
Yeah, probably. Because Japan does that a lot. Japan does make the whole stereotypical, like,
yeah,
effeminate guy. It's trope.
Which, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not, like, trying to say effeminate guys are bad.
Well, of course not.
It's just...
it's really stereotypical and...
In some ways.
There's a little offensive. Like a little...
I think with the chef character specifically, I think some could see it as being offensive, given the fact that, like, if it is a guy and he referred to himself as being a female, I don't know, it's just weird to think about.
Yeah.
You know? the implications of what it might mean or might not, depending upon, I guess, what they meant behind the context of the situation.
Right. But again, we have to remember when it came out and also where it originated from, because this is a Japanese game after all.
Right. So, I guess it is what it is.
Yeah.
But this is why I continue to say it, because I'm not 100% sure one way or the other. It's just non-binary.
Fair enough. Also, he had nothing to say about Glenn. So.
Okay.
And with that, we took the entire episode to exhaust all of Gumshoe's
dialogue after we talked to him.
Yeah.
About the case.
Literally, this whole episode is us just talking to Gumshoe.
We did 2 dialogue things and then just presented everything.
Yeah.
And everybody.
And that's the episode.
Yeah.
Well, see you guys next time.
Bye.